those down there and you think of maybe witchcraft to bring all this virtuous woman to.
Hello, you're welcome once again to my YouTube channel. My name is Mrs Masaba. I'm glad that you've joined me today. This is the space where we do self-improvement, self-development, reinvention in areas of marriage, relationships, finances, careers, health, lifestyle, and everything around that. If you're new, please, you're very much welcome. Join the family, subscribe, and let's go together. If you're all here and you're an old subscriber, hi, you're welcome once again. Today, yet again, we are blessed with our mother in the house, Mrs Masaba Elizabeth. We are going to be tackling one of the great topics of all time from the ancient of days, the virtuous woman. And before we go into this topic, I'll let her introduce herself. You're welcome, Mommy.
Oh, thank you so much, Beatrice. Once again, good morning, everybody. I'm so privileged to be with you today through Beatrice, my friend. Networking, the more you network, ladies, the more life becomes easy for you. And you rub shoulders with so many. I'm Elizabeth Masaba Bajiri. I'm a professional midwife, nurse counselor, and Mauritanian today. I'm on the train of communities, train of trainees community. I'm glad I'm here today. Yeah.
Wow, you're welcome.
Thank you once again.
So in the other episodes, we've been seeing her in the aspect of a health worker. Today we are seeing her in the aspect of a mother and a counselor. She has been married. Mommy, how long were you married?
It's coming to, I made my anniversary July. It was the 29th.
29th anniversary.
Yes.
We give God the glory.
Amen.
Who doesn't want that anointing?
Amen.
I'm taking.
Take it in
Yes.
Jesus' name.
I've been talking about this is the virtuous woman. Sadly to say, in this generation, people don't want to hear about that virtuous woman. To the extent that I watched a video where someone was saying, a virtuous woman represents a slave. Is that true?
No.
Is that true really?
It's not.
Someone preaches that and says a virtuous woman looks like a slave to her. We are here to tell you a virtuous woman is not a slave by any means. And so, who is this virtuous woman?
Wow. Oh, what are the qualities of a virtuous woman? We are the ones. She's the one.
Proverbs.
You are the ones.
So this Proverbs 31 woman is seen in different versions of the Bible as seeing a virtuous woman, as a noble character woman.
Yes.
And verse 10 says, who can find a virtuous and capable wife? She is more precious than ruby. And I want to believe, right now in this generation, for you to get a virtuous or a woman with such characters is not easy.
Yes.
And some of us enter into marriage when we are not even close to it. But they are saying, who can find? He's more precious than ruby. Me, the way I understand it is that we have to add value to ourselves,
Exactly.
even in marriage,
Yes.
so that we can reach that yardstick in areas that we cannot, in areas that we're not capable. We see women getting married when they don't know how to cook. Here the Bible is saying, who can find a virtuous and capable wife? It's another thing for you to marry a beauty, and it's another thing to also be capable.
Correct. Now, if you are lucky and you find a good husband, that's why these days it's very important we should teach our children, right, because charity begins from home. How to cook, how to peel, how to bathe, and it comes early, bathing, brushing, and combing, saying thank you, whatever. So today, if you are the woman, and like the husband complains to your aunties or friends and comes back at you, that you don't know how to peel, you don't know how to cook, then we encourage you to come in workshops like for Beatrice, and you learn more. There are mothers there who will mentor you if it's cooking, because there are so many things men want which we don't have, and like when they feel they want you to have them, they will always guide you to the right provider. So if that's the case, let us appeal to our own Beatrice to find such a platform for such, so that you begin to groom those who missed opportunities to come back, and they are righteous in order not to miss their marriages, because marriage is not only on one piece of cooking, peeling. No, there are so many other things, and every day we should be eager to learn. Yeah.
Verse 11 says, her husband can trust her and she will greatly enrich his life. There's an aspect of trust. For me, what I have to say about this, there are so many of us, some of us who are already married, we've fallen prey of this, where we've let out the things of our family to other people, our marriages. In Uganda, we have a saying,
tebabyogera tebifuluma bweru.
And then you find that you're going on talking about your husband, like in
the
all your
circles.
And then sometimes the circles are the same, that these words come back to your husband, and then they break them.
Yes.
You're already degrading yourself. You're no longer a virtuous woman because your husband cannot trust you.
Yes, exactly.
And she will greatly enrich his life. Akaka enriching. You're enriching your husband's life. You're adding value to your husband's life. Most women right now, they want their husbands to be the only ones with value. They're the only ones who are bringing money. They're the only ones who are setting up stuff. A virtuous woman has to enrich and add value.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. What are we saying? Anything you feel you don't like in your husband and you feel you can strengthen, you can encourage, you can teach, do it wisely. Pray. Pray about it. Pray together and then begin to show him what you want him to do. Like some husbands fail to flush after leaving water closet. So what can you do with such? What do you do? If you really see that he's the one from there, you can try to time him. Teach him that this is how we do these things, flush like this. He will come up, because some of them, maybe they are coming in these things as big as they are. We need to cope with our friends' behaviors until they are polished.
Yes, a lot of areas. Sometimes you get married, a lot of areas, even in education, you get married to our husbands when they maybe have a certificate or have a degree.
Yes.
It's your responsibility to encourage them
to go back for further studies. Yes.
Motivate them, speak good words to
them. Yes.
Yes. So that verse 12 says, she brings him good, not harm, all the days of her
life. Yes. You cannot begin to abuse that me, I'm a master's degree lady, for you are just a certificate guy, who are you, no, all that. Try to cool down. Don't silence him. He is the head of the family. He is the priest. So move together and leave that ego to be with him forever. Yeah. And by the way, whenever you are doing that, you are taking away all your blessings. Even God is looking at you and saying, my stewardship, what is she doing? Yes, yes.
Like you've said, God entrusts these people into our hands. We are like stewards. The way God entrusts children to you,
yes,
that's how He entrusts your
husbands to us.
To you, to us. And so we have to bring them good and not harm. One day on our wedding of one of my cousins, he spoke that, he gave a speech which was very touching. He said, ever since I met this lady, my life has become so good.
Yes.
I was nothing, right now I'm something.
Yes.
Your husband is going to honor you, he's going to respect you for that.
And he's known in all gates.
Yes.
Wherever he goes, he's known. Yeah, that's very true. We need to uphold each other. Uphold each other. And sometimes there are things we know when we are already in the wedlock or in their homes. Catch up and cope, pray over it, and move on.
The other skill I'm seeing here in verse 13, she finds wool and flax and busily spins it. Long ago, people were making sweaters and duvets or covers in wool.
Yes.
Right now, it's mothers. You're not going to wait for your husband to look for blankets for the children.
No.
If he can, maybe, but very
well and good.
well and good. But you are the one to go in the markets
And
to
bring
see.
also.
Again, when the husband gives you 200,000 for baby's bedding, at least
Right.
bring back a balance of 50,000.
Right, yes, and let him know.
Because right now we may not be able to have the wool to sew.
So yes,
but we
can go in Saudi Yako
Yes.
and
No, we
get
know.
things. We can go in boutiques, Nakasero, Kololo, and get all these things.
Wherever you can afford.
Yes.
Verse
yes.
14, she is like a merchant ship bringing her food from afar. I'm seeing her being an entrepreneur.
Exactly, she is. And it's true, because some of us who have a big land in the village, food can come from there every week, and then you put in the house. You cut off the expenditure.
Yes.
Then you can also feed the sisters-in-law and the brothers-in-law. These days we say in love. So that you become virtuous, as the Bible says, and we are helpers, in other words.
So these merchants right now, it may not apply for us to have ships where we go and exchange goods. But let me tell you, even if you're having a full-time job, there's a way you can get a side business that can quickly be bringing in some little income to the family that can supplement, that will enable you to increase your savings.
Yes.
You're a merchant. You're being
A merchant, yes.
like I
yes.
said, you have a garden at home. Even at home itself, the greens, you're not buying them. Right now, everything is expensive. You're just getting them from your own garden. Verse 15, she gets up dawn to prepare a breakfast for her household and plan the day's work for her servants' girls.
Exactly. The maids, like the nannies, and actually in our language today, we call them our secretaries. So our secretaries should be able to know the menu from Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
And they should be able to know the dislikes of mommy and the likes. And so are some of our children, and then to the husband. But don't allow them so much to say they are the ones to serve your husband. Never. Let them put the food. Saturday and Sunday is you to lay the table and invite the husband and the children. Yes, and then the nanny, and you all eat together. But while you are away, make her know Monday we are eating this protein, we are eating this go, we are having these fruits, and she knows the plates of the children and the husband plates and also the wife. So never her to eat from daddy's plate or mommy's plate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So from verse 15, what I learned from here, I was a child at home. I've been in settings, or family settings, where I would see the mother in the family getting up so early, but I didn't know that it was coming to me very soon.
Yes.
As a single, you enjoy your sleep.
Yes, so much.
It is hard for you to be organized and keep sane if you're waking up at the same time with the rest of the house.
Yes.
Imagine you have to drop kids to school, you have
To pray,
you have
then
to
pray.
When you get time to sleep with the rest, it means that you have to, she wakes up early at dawn and prepares breakfast for her household and plans. So sleep is not an option. Number 6, she goes to inspect a field, 16, and buys it with her earnings, and she plants a vineyard.
Exactly. Like all of us here, all of you there, that's what we have to do. Don't wait to be in marriage for 10 years and then you begin to look at your dreams and think of what you wanted to be and do. Immediately you have been approved and like your wedding is over, begin to plan from day one. Yes, pray over it and share on a round table. Say, sweetheart, honey, this year we will have a baby. Or you don't want, fine, plan. Then think of savings, very important. And those good things which make life move on well. Yes.
Amen. So inspects the field and buys it. We've seen so many women around us.
Yes.
When you wait for your husband to go and inspect a field and they buy,
You would wait
you'll
until
rent
Jesus
forever.
comes back.
So even if he finds the land, you're not to go and inspect it.
Yes.
Because most of the time they don't have that time. Go yourself and
And
inspect the land.
begin to plan.
I've gone here until you find the one that you like.
Then
Then
you-
see and you
think
plan
of
with
what
him.
to do.
Verse 17, she is energetic and strong. Verse 18, she makes sure her dealings are profitable. Her lamp burns late into the night. Verse 19, her hands are busy spinning thread. Her fingers twisting fiber. Right now we are having wives busy rumor-mongering from one home to another. But this woman, I'm seeing her busy working.
She has no time for rumor-mongering.
Yes.
She has no time for gossiping.
Yeah.
Yes.
20, she extends a helping hand to the poor and opens her arms to the needy.
Yes, that's it. At church, when you look at your church, you can know those members who need your help. Do it. You can take Gina to Sunday school every Sunday, or take a bunch of matoke to that particular one you know, or take a fruit, or give hard cash. Because that is also a ministry, and you are loving your neighbor.
She has no, verse 21, she has no fear of winter for her household, for everyone has warm clothing. I'm just seeing a planner.
Yes.
Because already you know, next month it will rain, kids need sweaters.
Yes.
Not for the rain to start coming.
And then
that's
you
when
look
start,
down.
Yeah, it's raining, kids need jackets, raincoats for going to school.
Yes.
22, she makes her own bead spreads. She dresses in fine linen and purple gowns.
Exactly.
I'm seeing her smart.
Yes. That's
I'm seeing
it.
this woman smart. She makes her own bed spreads and dresses in fine linen and purple gowns. Self-care.
Self-care so much, and me time.
Okay.
Because in your bedroom, that's where your peace is. Make sure each month or every 2 months, change the bedroom. Change the curtains. Let it be lighted, and let it be with good fragrances in case there is something funny. Yeah, always be ready.
Smart.
Be smart. Look nice. Be a flower. Be a rose to your husband and the children and people around you.
So
Yes.
if this person, verse 23 says her husband is well known at the city gates where he sits with the other civic leaders.
Exactly.
Her husband is well
known, yes. Nti oyo mukyala awakawe yakolawo egyo gyonna emirimu byamwami gundi byatereera. That's what it means. And there are so many of that nature. Yes.
Wow. Verse 24, she makes belted linen garments and sashes to sell to the merchants. She's a very hardworking woman. This is verse 24. She's still working. Verse 25, she is clothed with strength and dignity. And she laughs without fear of the future.
Exactly. Because she's trying to gap up and work together with the husband. Because even though you want to buy a hammer, tell him, darling, let us buy a hammer together. Let him know you are bringing a hammer. Not only to wake up and like you have bought it. Move together, because you are a helper.
May I talk about this, the dignity part of it? Have you ever seen a wife and you wonder, are you sure she's married?
Yeah.
Like they don't show any dignity whatsoever that shows that this is a married woman.
Wow.
So this verse 25, she's clothed with strength and dignity. Strength, walk with your head high, not all the time you are saying,
continue saying there is fire in my house.
Yes. Walk with your head high, not with weakness and lack of dignity. When you get married, you're no longer like the
other people. No.
People hearing you laugh on top of your voice from the neighborhood.
You are confined.
They are finding you on the WhatsApp group. You're the ones sharing funny pictures, making comments. That's not dignifying at all. And so many things. She has no fear for the future because she's a planner.
Yes, that's it.
Verse 26, when she speaks, her words are wise, and she gives instructions with kindness. Exactly.
Instructions with kindness, forgiving, and being patient with everybody. You are made, you have to be patient. Your husband, there are husbands who want to put on one shirt a whole week. So be patient with him. What do? Monday, separate them. Tuesday, separate. Wednesday, separate. Like that. You will eventually learn that my wife with smartness, because he loves you. It's out of love. Will not allow you to put on the stockings you put on yesterday, even the shoe. So that's how life is. Be patient with him and others. in your household.
Verse 27, she carefully watches everything in her household. She suffers nothing from laziness.
You can imagine, because you want good things. When we want good things and when we want to live godly women, that is how life is. Because love is patient, love is kindness, love does not remind of any, you know, ebyayita tomujjukiza ti nakusanga olina obwana bubiri ebyo tobyogera. Love is patient.
28, her children stand and bless her. Her husband praises her.
Exactly, because you were family. You look at each other as gold. Mommy and daddy.
There's no way you can be hardworking and your husband doesn't praise you.
It is impossible. You are bringing in new shirts every month. You are making food. Everything is moving on. When he's on a special diet, everything is there. The medicine, if it's on medicine, children are going back school on the right day. All the pay slips you have paid. Really has to say, sweetheart, you are the best. God knew me to give you. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So, some people suffer, some wives suffer from the fact that their husbands don't appreciate them or don't praise them. You found yourself just one thing that you can do. Just be a virtuous woman and you increase your praises.
Exactly. As long as your God is for you. Live. Embrace it.
Verse 29, there are many virtuous and capable women in the world, but you surpass them.
All of
This
them.
is the husband
Saying. So that is a very good milestone. Cling on it. It is core. He's saying that because out of 10, if he says that, then you are the best woman. Yeah, cling on it.
We are going to end on verse 30. Charm is deceptive and beauty does not last, but a woman who fears the Lord will be greatly praised.
Self-explanatory.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah, those down there and you think of medicine in witchcraft to bring all this virtuous woman to standard, it's a lie. Because you are not fearing God, there is witchcraft. So we will not work together well with God. Whereas this woman prays, she's a master planner, she's everything, and she knows that all people around her are godly made. So she's highly, highly blessed, anointed. She has to be moving and the master planner and upright. Whether things are wrong, those are not her concern. She will quickly solve and move on. Does not keep things in shelves. Yes.
Wow. So as we conclude, my last say, or before I say my last say, what is your last say to the wives out there and all the girls that want to get married and think that being a virtuous woman is a slave indeed?
Okay. Being a virtuous woman, for us, let us tell you to the other side of why do we get married. It's because we are approved by our spouses. 2, we all want to get out of our homes and we belong to another fellowship. What do I mean? We go with our maiden names, Bafumba, but then they add on you Masaba. And throughout your life, wherever you go, all gets open by saying Elizabeth Masaba, Elizabeth Masaba. Yeah. So we hold their names. You also cling on the name and you move on it. For me, it makes me happy up to today. And I'm very I appreciate God for that. Yes, I'm in the books of those married. Hey, because the Bible tells us the books will open. So if even that one will open for me, I give glory to God.
Yes. So as we conclude today, those on this forum, we are encouraging that chapter and that verse. A virtuous woman is by no means a slave whatsoever. Actually, if you've ever had a mother who is hardworking or a grandmother, this is when they describe these things. These are the qualities of what a mother is supposed to be, what a wife is supposed to be, and we should just copy. If you copy these, you cannot have a failed marriage. It doesn't mean that you will be having a perfect marriage, but you will at least have a flourishing marriage. And me, my very, very aspect that I want to pin out is his God-fearing.
Yes.
You have no option but to fear God in your marriage and put God first.
Yes.
This is going to help you be the wife of a different version from the one that you are right now. So thank you for watching. What are your comments on a virtuous woman? Comment in the section below. Share this video, like, subscribe. Let's join the family.